Tom Malone is the author of Superminds, the surprising power of computers and people thinking together. I've gotten a chance to interact with him quite a bit over the last couple months. He's been engaging with our network of chief strategy officers. And I will tell you, this book will blow your mind. First, let me tell you a little bit about Tom. He is a professor at MIT. He is the director of the MIT Center on Collective Intelligence. He wrote the book The Future of Work before people were using the term the future of work. There's probably no one else who has a more accurate prediction of how technology is going to evolve. He's been right many times. And so in this book, we need to listen to it because he is talking about, as humans and computers interact, what will that look like? Now, there is a lot to talk about in this book. I'm just going to touch on one component, which is the one that most blew my mind and was the most engaging for our members or heads of strategy. And that is this. Now, we all struggle with hierarchies. They're frustrating, they're slow, and as the pace of change accelerates, they're reaching their breaking point. We call it bureaucracy, and we want a post-bureaucratic world, as many people talk about. But he proposes that we think about this a little bit differently. You see, hierarchy is a way of organizing people so they can collaborate together to solve problems. It is a form of supermind. A supermind is any group of people thinking together. Your organization is a supermind. Your country is a supermind. Your family is a supermind. And there are 5 different types of superminds. I've written them here in the back of behind me on the board. There are hierarchies. There are also communities, democracies. There are markets, and there are ecosystems. And each of these represent a way in which a group of people can sense information, generate options, select from those options, and make decisions. The thing is that you do not live in only one of these. So you think that you live in a hierarchy and you want something other than a hierarchy. But if you think about your organization overall, the supermind that you operate in overall, at the top of that organization is probably some form of democracy. There is probably a board that votes on key decisions. Within that hierarchy, there are communities, informal groups of people who make decisions by creating a culture. This is the way we do things. We do this and we don't do that. You have also marketplaces where staff, for example, if you're looking to recruit someone internally, you propose a job and you offer a salary and a title and a type of work, and you either attract or don't attract talent. And the best talent gets the best jobs. And there is also an ecosystem. Ecosystem is that Darwinian kind of chaos that everyone is after their own survival, and it works because of the survival of the fittest. So what this means is that you are not operating only in one supermind. You're operating in a supermind that has components of these. And the goal, therefore, is not to abandon one to go to another, but to rethink which supermind is appropriate for which types of decisions. You could even create a sort of business model canvas for your organization. Go through and say, what are all the key decisions we make? Where do we allot capital? How do we choose projects? What staff work on what things? And for each of those, you can say, what is the appropriate supermind for that type of decision? And then you put those together and you can redesign your organization to better achieve your goals, to be more flexible, to be more empowering, to be more relevant in the future.